It's May the 22nd, it's Parish Noticeboard time here on the Village Idiots channel. Let's see what I've got for you today. Kicking things off as ever, it's Guess Where I Am. This week I'm at a railway station. Let me show you what I can see. Now I'm being very careful where I put the camera here, because if I'm not, you guys will be able to see which station this is. As you can see, it's got electrification being installed. I don't think it's quite ready yet. And I do believe there's some demolition work going on here too. If I just turn the camera around very quickly, you'll see what I mean. This building here is being demolished. Where do you think this is? I know all railway stations tend to look the same these days, but I'm sure somebody out there somewhere will recognise this particular station. Where is it, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. And that brings us to last week's answer. You'll remember last week I had Nikki with me and we were sat on a bench overlooking a pond. That pond is in the beautiful village of Great Limber in West Lindsey, not far from Grimsby. Well done if you got it, but I don't think anybody did, so I well and truly got you with that one. Let's see if you can get where this one is this week. So the first thing on the agenda this week is to do with the Burnley series, which came to a close last week. It's now complete, the series is complete, and it's got already its title video. You might have seen this, you might not. Completed series will now have their own title video in the playlist. Now the reason I've done that is because I used to do roundup videos, and there always used to be the logo of the district you could see on the header of that playlist, like the playlist's thumbnail if you like. But of course now I'm not doing roundup videos, that's not possible anymore. So I've made a title video for each series. I've done Burnley's, I've done Bolsovers, I've done Doncaster's, and I've done Rotherham's. All the other ones which are completed, like for example Bassetlaw and Barnsley and North East Derbyshire, they'll all get theirs soon, but of course I'm busy with editing other videos at the moment, so when I have a bit of time I will complete those too. They're simple enough little videos. They're basically just sort of 12 seconds long. They sort of introduce the series. There's no talking or anything in them, it's just basically visuals, and they're unlisted as well, so they're not going to interrupt the normal upload schedule, if you know what I mean by that. So yeah, hello everybody out there in Burnley, by the way. You guys absolutely loved the series. I'm so pleased you did. I knew nothing about Burnley before I went there, and you guys seem to have accepted it very well. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people out there now who are following me around the rest of the country. Thank you for joining this crazy mission of mine. Right, the biggest thing to talk about this week is the series of channel changes which are going to be happening today. Because yesterday's video, Market Wheaton, was the last video made with the old format of presenting. Everything from now on will take a new format, including this Parish Noticeboard and subsequent notice boards. You may have noticed that the visuals are slightly different in this episode. This is here to stay, so you'll see this every Sunday. Now, as far as the actual episodes go, I need to take you through some of the changes. Each series will now have its own dedicated intro that you'll see at the beginning of every video in that series. To give you an example, here's West Lindsey's introduction. Hello, my name is Andy and I am the Village Idiot. I'm armed with a car and a GoPro and an unhealthy amount of time on my hands. I'm using that time to attempt to visit every civil parish in England. You're watching the West Lindsey series. This is one of the 9 districts of Lincolnshire and one of the county's most rural. It has 128 civil parishes. Let's see which one this episode's all about. Now, the biggest change, bar none, to the videos is how I go about the route. You're used to, at the moment, me putting things in a welcome to section, an amenities section, and a notable landmark section. Well, those sections are now gone. That will not happen anymore. I've gone back to the walking around the route. It makes a bit more sense like that. Starting in a place, ending in a place, and doing it basically in order. That's the biggest change. The next thing I need to tell you about is to do with two boxes that will come up in every video, and they're very, very text based, but they're up, both of them are up for 20 seconds at a time, so that's plenty enough time to read them. So train coming fast, hold on. Surprising how noisy it is in one of these shelters. Anyway, so two boxes will come up on the screen. The first one will be basic information. It will say the title of the parish, the name of the parish, and basic information. And this will basically tell you everything you need to know about the place in brief. So it will tell you if it's a civil parish, it will tell you if it's a civil parish with town status, it will tell you the name of the parish council, because sometimes that's not the case, not the same as the actual parish name. We've seen that before. It will tell you the average house price, it will tell you the postcode district, it will tell you the postcode town, the post town I should say, and a few other bits and bobs. That's the easier of the two boxes to understand. So the second box is all to do with demographics. The stuff at the top of the box, that should be fairly self-explanatory. That's the population density, and the parish's area. The stuff at the bottom, I need to explain a little bit for you because it might not be obvious what it all means. We have the ethnic makeup, which is going to be displayed in every episode as a percentage of white British, and in brackets next to that you've got how many people out of the total population are white British. Underneath that we've got religion, and I've gone for just displaying Christian and no religion because I don't have an infinite amount of space to put every religion on that line. And it's the same principle. You've got a number in brackets showing how many people out of the total population make up Christian and no religion. The interesting thing with that is that the numbers may not add up. Even if the percentages add up to 100, the number in brackets may not be the full population. I'm going to assume that's probably because some people prefer not to say what their religion is. So don't worry if it doesn't add up. Underneath that, we've got age groups, and you'll see in brackets we've got C, W, R, and then 3 percentage figures. C is children, W is working age, and R is retirement age. And that's what those 3 percentages show. And they, in theory, should all add up to 100. And underneath that, you've got the male to female ratio, which will always add up to 100. So those two boxes will come up in every episode. And something else I need to tell you about is to do with the music in each episode. What I've done is I have decided that each series will have its own separate music. So the music you hear, for example, in a North Lincolnshire episode, you won't hear, say, for example, in a Leeds episode or in a Selby episode. They've all got their own designated tracks, which I think gives them a little bit more uniqueness. I think it's an easier way of doing it. It also made it easier for me to edit. It makes it easier for me to edit because it means that I don't have to mess around putting music in every single video. It's already there in the template, so editing in theory should be a bit faster now. I've also employed some blurring techniques in places as well. I'm getting a bit more confident with the editor, especially the picture bit at the end. You'll see when the picture bit comes up, there's a blurred image behind it. You can actually see the words picture bit better like that as well. And the image is really just the thumbnail, which I've just put a box blur on, just so it stands out a bit better. The picture bit is definitely staying, by the way. It's an important part of the videos. Okay, the next thing on the agenda this week is to do with Sundays. Now, Sundays will now be the Erewash series, starting with Hopwell, which you'll get later today. Leeds has now moved to Thursdays, and the next Leeds episode you'll see will be this coming Thursday. So what that means is you get Erewash on a Sunday, you get West Lindsey on a Monday, you get Newark and Sherwood on a Tuesday, you get North Lincolnshire on a Wednesday, you get Leeds on a Thursday, Selby on a Friday, and the East Riding of Yorkshire on a Saturday. Now, when Area Wash has finished, because it's a very short series, it's only 14 parishes, 2 of which have already gone, if you remember Little Eaton and Bredsall from ages and ages ago. When the other 12 episodes have come out, Sundays will change again. The other 6 series will stay as they are from Monday to Saturday. But on a Sunday, that's going to be known as Free for All Sunday. And that basically means I could be anywhere. And when I say anywhere, I don't mean in one of the other 6 series, I mean I could be anywhere in the country. So that's going to be exciting because it means I'm going to be filming a lot more different places, other areas of the country that you guys have not yet seen. So yeah, Free for All Sundays are coming after the Area Wash series has been completed. And that brings us to the coming week. Now this week I'll be filming 3 days as opposed to the usual 2. On Tuesday I'll be in Area Wash. I'll be taking on Stanton by Dale, Dale Abbey and West Hallam. On Friday you'll see me in Newark and Sherwood. I'm going to Eakering and Maplebeck and Cornton and Bathley and North Muscombe. And on Saturday I'll have Nikki with me as I go up to Leeds to take on 2 very large parishes, those being Gildersome and Drillington, which has got a BD postcode, by the way, which is a good thing, because for the first time it means people in Bradford will see some stuff on the Village Idiot. Brilliant, another new area, eh? Time for me to move on and show you what's coming up on the channel this week. I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot, and this has been the Parish Noticeboard, and I'm out.